Today we're working under the topic of safe and environmentally friendly workplaces. And there's actually 4 laws that keep the workplace safe. And so in this course earlier, you've learned that, people have lost limbs, people have been concussed, people have lost use of their lower limbs or become paralyzed or even died because these 4 laws have not been followed. And you can see here we've got some visuals that just show the different laws that should be followed. The first of which deals with fire. And so this is a set of laws that indicates what needs to be in the workplace, such as portable extinguishers or fire safety plans. It also includes information as to how to store flammable goods. The next set of legislation deals with buildings. So anytime a building is being constructed or renovated, there's a set of laws that must be followed to make sure that the people living in the building are safe, or the people that are working in the building are safe. The third set of laws here, you can see from the picture, actually, I like this one. It's the Occupational Health and Safety Act. And so this is just keeping people healthy and safety in the workplace. Here you can see a guy lifting something. Okay, he's hurting his back. He could be using a dolly in its place. Here something's going to potentially fall on this person's head. That's not a safe situation. This guy's working in a situation where he could have he's cut his arm off, so it could have been much safer. And here we've got a situation where he's been exposed to dangerous chemicals. All those are examples of situations where an individual's health is at risk. And so the occupational health and safety laws work to make sure that doesn't take place. And this final set of laws, it also falls under health and safety, but it's the Hazardous Products Act, and it's got a whole set of laws of its own. You can see all these symbols here. They indicate different levels of concern or different types of concern with chemicals you might be exposed to in a workplace. So for example, you're probably familiar with this one, which means that the product is flammable. You might know this one, which means it's poisonous, and so on. So if we scroll back up here, we're going to actually give names to these different sets of laws. And you'll be using these names later in the course to do a quiz. And in fact, it's the set of acronyms that you'll be using to do the quizzes. So the first name or first law that we've got that keeps the workplace safe is the National Fire Code. And the term national just refers to the whole country. So the country of Canada follows the same set of fire guidelines in the workplace. And that's represented by the acronym N for national, F for fire, C for code. The next set of laws is to keep people safe inside the building to make sure that it's built safely. So that's the national, again, that's Canada-wide, building code. And that's represented by the acronym NBC. And that just makes sure, like I said earlier, that any construction or renovations that take place are safe. The third set of legislation is let's scroll down so we can see that wonderful picture we have down here. I find it pretty amusing, actually. So that's our occupational. And the word occupational just means working, health, and safety Act, and that's represented by the acronym OHSA, which you will use in your LMS quiz later in the course. And the final set of legislation that we have is the Hazardous Products Act. Okay, and that's just number 4 there, pointing to your WHMIS symbols to the left, and that's represented by the acronym HPA.